Ladies and gentlemen, Hex community of all ages, hey, Jake Freedom here, coming to you live from YouTube for this week's Hex Update Saturday. But as you know, it is Sunday, and if you follow me on Twitter, I said that today's update, or Hex Update Saturday, will happen today. So, what do we have happen this past week? We had some okay stuff. Not a whole lot, really. Oh, kidding, we finally got a release date for Set 3. Can you believe it? It's the 14th. That's not too far away. That's like what, 14 days, 2 weeks? Yeah, it's about 2 weeks and a few days. So that's pretty cool there. Can't wait for that, and we'll probably do the same thing we always do when that happens, but let's get to that in a minute. As we know, the June VIP dates happen this weekend, the sealed tournament there for the VIPs. I was actually able to get into that when I played in the one this morning. Things did not go well at all. Not due to me not playing well. Just weird errors. Like, I lost the first round. I won the second round. The third round, I was at like 6 health, and the opponent was at like, I don't know, 12, 15 maybe. And I had more than enough to take care of everything that was on the board with what I had in my hand. And it was my turn, and I drew a card, and all of a sudden the game ended and I lost. And we were at 1-1, so I lost that round. No big deal. Kind of irritating, and then the last round number 4, we were at 1-1, and all of a sudden I disconnected. And when I relogged back in, it didn't ask me to reconnect. So I lost that one. So I only ended up winning 1. Probably should have won 2, but oh well. So those alternate art cards still elude me, but we'll try that next month at the end of July for Constructed. And by then, we'll have Set 3 to kind of shake up Standard there. That'll be good. That'll be really good. They opened up the test servers again on the 24th. Hope maybe you guys joined in on that. That last test I did, that was awful. That was awful. There was like 10 rounds of basically nothing. You kind of sat there. Some people would be there, some people wouldn't. You couldn't see your cards. Hopefully they got a lot of good information out of that one, because it was brutal. Very brutal. So let's get to the Armies of Myth update here. So they say, yes, launch date, you've heard it right. The launch of Armies of Myth is July 14th. We'll have more details later on the patch and schedule for when the servers go down for that patch. So that's on a Tuesday, though. So depending on what's going to go on, hopefully they do another release celebration. That was kind of fun. I want to do that again for sure, but we'll see. They'll obviously going to give us more details. So yes, a couple weeks from now, we're finally going to get Set 3. Speaking of Set 3, I'm going to do something a little bit differently here. Well, just in addition to what I normally do. Tell me what your favorite Set 3 card is. And from now until the first Saturday after the release, people who do that, I'll put you into a drawing for a Armies of Myth Primal pack, and I'll just give you the whole pack. So tell me what your favorite Set 3 card is. I know it's hard to limit it down to just one. Tell me what your favorite Set 3 card is in the comments. Just put the name of the card. Don't put why you're putting it there. It's kind of so if other people don't listen to this part of the video, they'll miss out on that. So tell me what your favorite Set 3 card is in the comments, and we'll get you in that drawing for the Armies of Myth Primal pack. So, and they want to let us know alternate art cards in the store. They're going to be going away at the release of Armies of Myth. So if you don't have those alternate art cards, I would suggest you either do the arena, start grinding for some gold, or just go buy them in the auction house. I find it much easier to buy them in the auction house, because rolling through the arena that many times, $100,000 for 4 of them, 100,000 gold, can take quite a bit of time. So the next one here they have is Hex Update Robes and Wizard Hats. Hi there, Hexers. As you saw this morning, Armies of Myth will launch, obviously, on July 14th. This set comes with 250 cards, new equipment, chest opening, authenticator support. I saw that when I logged into the test server. They had authenticator there. And the gauntlet tournaments, which, again, the gauntlet tournaments are going to be pretty cool. I'm really excited about those, and more, they say. So this week we'll focus on equipment. Hundreds of equipment pieces will be available in chests, so let's unlock what's happening with all that. They just go through and they talk about how developing these pieces of equipment for the different cards is basically they're having a good time with it. They almost have to they don't look at it as like building a new set. They call it building sets upon a set. They have fancy hats and gadgets for each card that will increase its impact in the game, offering synergy with other cards or opening a whole new deck possibility. So they go on to say here, the upcoming patch will be releasing over 300 pieces of equipment, 306 to be exact, with our chest loot system. So we'll actually be able to open chests now with the launch of Armies of Myth. So that's pretty cool. I'm really interested to do it just to see if it's worth opening them or do we just sell them. So then they go on to explain the rarities of different equipment, and they say commons will basically, buff your attack or defense somewhere around there. Keywords that work well with the original ability. Uncommons can add rules text and include a small power upgrade. Rares are more likely to be impactful, taking cards that may not be frequently played and taking them in a new direction altogether. And then they say legendaries should be interesting, splashy, and are most likely to help you win the game. And then they go and they just kind of describe, the different sockets or the different slots for the equipment here. You have your feet, and you have your head for helmets or your, whatever your headpiece there. Let's see what else they got here. They have a trinket spot. They listed what the different spots are, and you have head, chest, gloves, feet, weapon, and a trinket. He just goes through and he talks about some of this stuff. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with equipment, and then they go and talk about here PvE cards and equipment and how they take away cards they pull cards out of PvE for a given reason. A good example here they put is Curse of Oblivion. Curse of Oblivion can spoil the PvE experience because certain champions need more than 4 cards, and you can wipe out 20 cards out of a deck with 1 card that easily. That kind of takes away the fun. So that's why they do that. And then they want to say here they have caveat emptor. One last bit they would like to drive home. Caveat emptor. Emptor is Latin for let the buyer beware. We want players to engage in the auction house and the economy to flourish, but PvE content is subject to change. Mind you, this will only happen in rare occasions, and we will always be trying to spot the dangerous combinations that can affect PvE in a negative way. So what they are basically saying here is their goal is to make sure the PvE experience is the best that it can be. Therefore, this means if a PvE only piece of equipment or card is endangering that, it is subject to change. So basically what they're saying is if you buy a hot item PvE card, out of the auction house for, let's just say you pay 2,000 platinum for it, and then they change it and then it becomes worthless. So they're just saying beware of that. So that is all we have for updates there. How'd you guys do? Did you guys play in the VIP tournament? Hopefully you did well. Hopefully you did better than me. Hopefully you maybe got some AA cards out of that. Certainly exciting there. So yeah, that's all we got. The news for this week here. So let's go ahead and just get rid of this window here and get on to opening the Primal pack that we're all here for. Let's see if we can get something good out of it. So this will be, let's see what is today. Today is the 28th, so we'll have 2 more updates before Armies of Myth. So we'll have 2 more regular packs, and then we'll get into the Armies of Myth packs. So open this up, see what we got. Not horrible, not great. I shouldn't say not great. I mean, they're good cards. So, all right. Start with the legendaries. We have Wrathwood, Master Moss, Eternal Drifter. And then for the rares, we have Forgotten Monarch, Guardian Angel, Ingenious Engineer, Ogoth Great Spawn, I'm going to pronounce the last name, Starving Lich, Stone Tusk, Minion of Yazukan, Drowned Shrine of Ulthar, Canyon Scout, Destructive Marauder. I actually used him in the VIP tournament today. And, it's like, why would you want to do that? But it works out pretty well. So I got him down a couple times. One time I screwed up and I laid my resource and then I played him. So when you play him, you want to make sure you have enough, and then you play him, and then you play resource, and then you have 4 right away, and your opponent only still has 3. So another one here is Archon of Nilzan, and then we have Agent of Mole, and then we have Fizzer Smith. So that is this month's, well, one of 3 Primal packs we gave away this month here. So let me know what your top 5 picks are. There are some pretty good cards in there. I do like the Guardian Angel for sure. I do like Master Moss. I just, I don't play a lot of green, or sorry, wild. So, you know, I'm sure he's good. I mean, these are all good cards. One of the ones I'm kind of a big fan of. I do like the Ingenious Engineer, but don't play him all that much. The Forgotten Monarch. Yeah, he's okay. Let's see what else here. Fizzer Smith, yeah, he's whatever. And then this one here I've played with a lot, so that one's pretty good too, I think. So anyway, Eternal Drifter I've used, but it's just, it seems so clunky to me. You know, it's definitely, I don't feel that this is a very good constructed card. It's definitely a very good bomb in limited, but even then at limited, you know, it's like you can use the charge powers without meeting their threshold requirements when this enters play. So basically, you know, you get a random champion power, but you still need the charges. You still need to charge it up. You just don't need the threshold requirements. So it's kind of meh. So, all right, what kind of chest? Hey, all right, a rare. No, it's a primal chest. Duh, because we opened up a primal pack. Stash that away. We'll be able to open those up here one of these days, soon. So that is the pack. Let me know your top 5 again in the comments. Let me know if you want to let me know something else other than that. Be sure to leave a comment down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, as always, you want to see more of these, you want to get on some of these cool drawings, be sure to click subscribe down below, and we'll have another video for you soon.